Volunteering. Wow, I started volunteering about when I started paddling actually, which was about 1989. So quite a few years, 35 years at least. So yes, um, with the Amateur Canoe Association at WA as it was then, and very much with Ascot Kayak Club. So I was involved with both. I could, in the early days, I could really see gaps where we could do things. I was very much into whitewater paddling and downriver racing, wild water, and I started taking on and helping out where I could contribute with wild water, largely to get the races running so I could actually race, because I wanted to get things organised so I could actually involve myself. I was a few years younger then, so I was into racing, and my wife used to help me. Probably with Ascot Kayak Club a lot in the early days on the committee for about 2 or 3 years, and magazine editor, really with the club, running wild water. We did rolling sessions as a volunteer, whitewater paddling, and I was the magazine editor before the days of electronic media, and we used to have a really good magazine. We used to send people out and have all the clubs' activities on them, so people knew everything happening everywhere, really. Oh, look, the benefits out of volunteering are meeting people, so many people that they say hello to me. I can't remember the name anymore because maybe my memory's going. But over the years, seeing people progress through paddling. In the 90s, we used to have an education branch called the Board of Canoe Education before that dissolved. And I got very much involved with whitewater teaching and chair of the Board of Canoe Education, along with Terry Bolland and some of the other life members. And seeing people progress through whitewater paddling and gain their skills and confidence, and just really, it did so much to their personality, and they just became so confident in a whitewater environment, and that was fantastic. And that sort of dissolved around 2000. I had a big involvement with Downriver, and then after that again, and Sprint, because my kids started paddling, and it really needed people to help to get it going and to provide an environment for other people. So yeah, it was really quite inspiring seeing everyone enjoy themselves. Oh, look, I had to think about that because there's so many over the many years. My favourite volunteer memory was actually something with Ascot Kayak Club, where I ran an Avon Descent training course and a whitewater training course, and a bunch of people came up that were so diverse. I just shook my head. And 4 of the people were in their late 60s. They'd never paddled before, and they wanted to do the Avon Descent. A couple dropped out for various reasons, but they had a fantastic time learning on whitewater. One of the ladies, she was nearly 70 when she actually completed the Avon Descent, with a lot of help from the younger people on the course, so there was a lot of contribution. And one of the guys went on to do the Murray Marathon, 400 kilometres. And so at the time, these people were vastly older than me, and I can actually look at them now going, well, it's about me. It would be like me now coming to canoeing, knowing nothing about it, and them taking on something which was enormous to them and actually achieving some really fantastic goals. And they were lovely people. I remember them very fondly, but there were so many other memories along the way. Some of the big things was seeing a big event like Nationals. I've been involved with 3 national events, Sprint, Downriver, twice, on the organising side, and seeing it come together and really work. And even though you're thinking, oh, this is hard in the background, all the paddlers going, that was fantastic, we had a great time, and it really coming together. And on the outside, like it's a proverbial duck paddling like crazy, and on the outside it all looks calm and running nicely. And that's still great. And I'm involved with Sprint as a national official and help out locally. So I like to race, but I also like to contribute so that things can get going. Well, yes, I make it fit. I do have a busy workload, and in my later years I was hoping my workload would decreased. It's not. It's increased, and so I run out of time. But it's like everything. When you're busy, you shove things in. There are certain things I've had to back off on and pass on to other people. And what I would like with volunteering is to have a continuity rather than these peaks and troughs that we sometimes get, where you get a lot of volunteers and a lot of skills build up, and then they have to be rebuilt in the next session. But to have that continuity and people going through and being in a prime position, then in a secondary position, and then a supportive position, you keep the continuity. I'd like to feel that I'm now putting in on that continuity stage where I'm supporting, but I'm not nearly as available as I used to be. Plus, I still like to race, and I like to be in the event as well as around it.